Hey!
Hello.
I'm going to do it the same this week.
Good.
Oh.
Is this thing on?
Welcome back. What episode are we on?
I think it's
6? Yeah, I think it's episode 6 as well. I hope so, anyway.
I think it is, because I remember saying 5 last time.
Okay. Episode 6. Woohoo! We've had a
We're
little
back.
break.
Yeah, it feels like ages.
It does. It feels like we've had forever and ever. Heather.
That's not Lawrence.
What is it?
And Heather.
So what is that?
Right. So today, we're going to talk about conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories. Yeah.
Yeah, we've literally just pulled up Teen Vogue. And we're
Teen Vogue is our reference for today, so we're just going to read off Teen Vogue.
So, if they're a bit rubbish, it wasn't our decision. It's Teen Vogue. Call them out, not us.
Can I just say,
Go on.
I'm drinking a cup of tea today with no sugar in it.
Yeah, that's
Because we ran out of sugar. But I think I'm starting to like tea with no sugar.
Oh.
I like how tea it is.
I think if it's brewed well, then it's good. But if you've obviously got
Just
the
water.
slightly weaker cup of tea, the weaky, weaky, it's just
Slightly
a slightly weaker cup of tea. You need the sugar to make it a bit more like weaky. Also, I'm drinking coffee, but it's not just coffee. It's got coffee liqueur in it, so don't call me an alcoholic. But it's got alcohol in it. Because we were in this restaurant and they came around and were like, give us anything. It was like the actual Jägermeister people.
Once you've told this story, I'm going to talk about the story how I was in the restaurant too.
You weren't in the restaurant.
I wasn't
How
in the
you
restaurant.
Yeah, so it was like the proper Jägermeister people coming around. They were like, give us anything. Give us a receipt, a train ticket, and we'll give you a little shot of Jaeger, cold brew. We were like, right. So all of my friends, Courtney, Lucy, and Charlotte all gave something like a little train ticket or a chocolate wrapper or something. And I was like, I literally have nothing. And they were like, oh, well, we feel bad, so we'll give you one. And I went, bye, I'll give you a smile.
Bye, Alicia.
And then they took a picture of us and they left.
Oh.
And I went, right then.
So
then I went to Starbucks and I got coffee and I put it in it. It's not very nice. That's the end of my story.
we were in this restaurant. I'm going to call you out. You ready for this? Benny Jackson's.
BJ's.
In Manchester. I mean, it's fair enough, but at the same time, because it was an inconvenience to me, it's not okay. So we were in there, and we went to go and order, and the guy was like, can I see some ID? And I was like, oh, I don't have it on me, but I'm not ordering alcohol. I don't want alcohol. He was like, sorry, you're not allowed in here without any ID. And we were like, not even on the premises, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. So me and Lily, we didn't have ideas on us.
Ideas.
Ideas
I had
on
no
us.
ideas.
No ideas. No IDs. We had to
Yeah.
bloody leave.
He was quite rude as well, but
He was rude.
I get it because obviously they probably get it a lot where people are underage and they're like, oh, we're definitely 20, and they're probably like, yeah, jog on. But it was 3:00 in the afternoon, we were just after a burger and some wings. And it was just weird because me and my friend Charlotte, we ordered at the table and no one ID'd us, no one even questioned it. But just because you ordered at the bar, he was like, you can't be here without ID. I said to Charlotte after you left, I wish I'd ordered an alcoholic drink to see if they would have ID'd me.
Yeah.
Because that would have been interesting.
I'm sorry, I just clocked that I was staring for ages.
Yeah, you were in a stare.
I was in a...
A dwam.
That's what mood I was in.
You were in a... She was a bee.
I was in a mood. Okay, first, what's happened this week is the Oscars.
I didn't know you were done talking about BJ's. Well.
That's what you're on about. No, yeah, we're done.
It was just annoying.
Yeah.
But I had a good burger.
Did you?
Sorry about it. Yeah, the Oscars was this week.
Yep. Don't really know who won. Don't really know who went.
Everyone won was from that film.
Everyone.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
And that's all it was. And you know what? I need to go and see it in the cinema.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not in the cinema anymore if it's just one of us.
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it?
Because I looked at what was on cinema today and it was there.
Yeah, so everything from that film won. Most of the categories. They swept the categories. And not a lot else won. Maybe, I don't even know what was really nominated. Nothing really stood out.
I know, I'm going to talk about her freaking again. Bloody Amelia Dids from Chicken Shop did.
I have seen her now.
Yeah, she did the interviews for the after party.
Yeah.
Did you see those?
I saw a couple. I think I saw
And they're so good.
her touching a guy's arm, and everyone was like, if a man did this, it would be sexual exploitation.
Oh.
I don't know who the actor was that she was touching his arm, but he had his arms out, and she was like, your arms look... And then she's like, oh. And then she was like, I bet you get that a lot. And he was like, yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, I just saw a couple of comments that were like, if it was the other way around, everyone would be going crazy.
Yeah,
and
I
was
guess.
like, well, I guess she just touched his arm.
Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, like, it's not the other way around, and women have been oppressed for years, so get over it.
And that's the tea.
That's the tea.
That is the tea. Or the coffee liqueur.
Any drama happened at the Oscars? No, I don't think so. Sandra Oh was there. I know that.
I don't know who Sandra Oh is.
From
Yes, I do.
Killing Eve. And
I haven't
from
seen Killing
Grey's
Eve.
Anatomy.
I haven't seen that.
But you probably do know who Sandra
I do
Oh
probably know
is.
her face, just not a name. Also, obviously, because we don't have much more to talk about the Oscars, 'cause we don't know much. Oh, I did want to say that I was sad that Don't Worry Darling didn't win anything.
Were they nominated?
No,
They weren't nominated.
not
for
nominated for anything. And I was like,
it. It was
I
a
think the
really good
soundtrack
film.
at least was really
I
good.
can't believe you're bringing up that.
I
bloody
didn't mention
fella.
his name.
Again.
He Who Shall Not Be Named is not brought up yet.
Well, you're bringing
But
something up
While
again.
I speak about him, My Policeman wasn't nominated either.
I'm not saying it. So maybe I should go and watch it.
I haven't seen My Policeman, but I've heard it.
Your face was like.
I just wanted to talk because I just finished a series and I was really enjoying it. Red Rose.
Red Rose.
And I watched it because a girl I went to college with was in it. And it's been out for a while, like it's been out for a good few months, but I just hadn't got around to watching it. And I literally watched it in like 3 days because I was hooked. But I kept watching it at the wrong time of night because it's sort of like, it's on the verge of being like, yeah, it's like almost a thriller. And there's like an air of it always like there might be a jump scare or like, and then after I finished watching it, I was like, somebody's watching me. So I kept watching it at the wrong time of night, but it's so good. And it's set in Bolton, near Manchester.
Troy Bolton.
Troy Bolton.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
so I do
yeah.
recommend that if you haven't watched it. I think there's 8 episodes and they're about half an hour, 40 minutes per episode. So quite manageable. But it's set up for a season 2, so I'd get on it now.
Okay.
Because I'm the type of person that doesn't like
Couch
watching when there's...
curtain.
I'm a couch who doesn't like watching when there's more than one series already out. Because I don't like catching up. And that's on period.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what I'm saying?
The second half of the season 4 review is out. And I need to watch.
I haven't started the first 3. For the same purpose that I started thinking I might want to watch it, and then I realised there was 3 seasons out, and I went, can't be bothered. Even though I think that would be better for me, because I hate watching one season and being like, well, it's over.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't be good with Grey's Anatomy then, because it's 19 seasons.
Yeah, I've watched the odd episode of Grey's Anatomy, because a girl I used to be friends with used to watch it, so that used to just sometimes
used to
be on.
friends with.
Well, no, it's not. It wasn't. It was just like we just grew up.
Fizzled out.
We just grew up.
Alright. So you don't watch it anymore because you're grown ups now.
Because I'm grown up and
And
I'm
only
not
kids
child.
watch Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, it's for children.
That's for
It's for very immature children.
Ugh.
Somebody at work the other day. So I put my music on, and it was just like a mixture for work. So it had like, I don't know, say the song "Rock DJ" by Robbie Williams or something. So it was a bit of noughties, I guess, or like it was like a mixture of music. Because at work I like to
Right.
please the audience. And this boy, I think he must be 17, said, "Oh, I'm glad I'm not old."
What?
And I went, "What?"
What the heck?
And obviously the woman I was working with is like 30 something, like early 30s.
Wait, was this guy? Do you work with him?
Yeah,
The
so he's like
17-year-old?
yeah, he's like a housekeeper, so he's not like a full like member of like the host team in the hotel, but
I
like
see.
he works there for cleaning on like a couple of weekdays. And I went, "What? I'm only 4 years older than you."
What do you mean? I'm thank God I'm not
He's like,
old.
"Thank God I'm not old," because he didn't know the songs. And I went, "Oh."
What? As in like the music was bad?
No, like he just didn't know what the music was, and we were like, say a song came on, we were like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, thank God I'm not old." And I went,
What the? Don't be so
And
freaking
girl,
rude, girl.
"I'm only 21."
I'm only 21. You're 20?
You're 20.
Okay.
We wanted to start actually before we get into conspiracy theories with talking about our star signs and how compatible we are with our star signs. Do you know like what yours are?
Yep. Do you?
I think so.
Cool.
I'm gonna get my co-star out just to double check though because I'm questioning like which way around the two are now that are the rising and the moon.
Let's
Okay,
have a
I
look
did think
then.
so. So my sun is a Libra Moon, Aquarius, and Aries rising.
Cool. So
Yeah,
isn't your
how's
sun? Yeah, my sun is Gemini. Sorry, girls. Don't come at me for being a bloody Gemini.
Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah, nobody likes Geminis.
Oh.
But I like myself. So that's all that matters. Okay?
Okay, so Co-Star explains, like, how, like, what each thing is. Like, your
I'm
sun, moon.
finished.
Oh, you are finished.
I haven't.
Well, you have now.
I haven't said my moon and my rising.
Oh, go on then.
my moon is a Leo.
Oh.
And my rising is in Sagittarius.
Oh, so we're completely different.
Yeah.
Which means we might be compatible, or we could be completely not compatible.
I don't know, but we can find that out.
So, Co-Star explains, like, what the sun, moon, and rising mean, and how that, like, what they are. So the sun determines, like, your ego, identity, and role in life. Like, so it's like the core of who you are. So that's obviously your main one. So like what you're born into.
Isn't the moon your emotions?
Yeah, emotions, moods, and feelings. So yeah.
That makes sense.
And ascendant or rising is the mask. So what you come across as to other people.
Oh.
Or like how you present yourself. So the mask you put on.
Oh, well, I kind of vibe with my rising. I love that I'm a Sagittarius rising. One, because Geminis and Sagittarius get along real good.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like slayed with the fact that you know what? Right, sorry, I'm just gonna get off track. One of our teachers came into our lesson the other day and was like slay, and he was saying slay and stuff, and he was like,
Which teacher was this?
I don't want to name names, so I'll tell you after.
Wait, can you not just give him a nickname?
No.
What does he teach?
Nothing really anymore.
So his name's begins with a T.
Yeah.
Right.
And he comes in and he's like saying like slay all day and stuff like this, and then he goes, slay a gay.
Oh.
we were going, no, Toby, no, that's not how it works. And he was like, what do you mean? Like, gays slay, right? And I was like, yeah, gays can slay, but we can't slay gays.
That means...
Yeah, I was like, you can't slay a gay, but gays can slay.
Gay slay, not slay gay.
Yeah, not slay a gay.
Yeah, you wouldn't slay a gay.
Oh, you wouldn't slay the gays either.
Slay the gays away.
The gays do slay, but we don't slay gays.
This is so off track. Where's it leading? Was that it? The end of the story?
I don't know, but he was like, slay a gay. And then we were like, no, Toby.
No!
I just said the
It
name.
doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I'm sure he doesn't watch it.
No, that's true.
And it's not like we're bullying him. We just,
No.
he just said he said it wrong.
Like, that's not how it works, but...
Right. So, I just searched how compatible are Gemini and Libras. So it says Libra and Gemini have a lot of similarities that help them understand each other easily.
Wait, I didn't... Say that again, because nothing wasn't listening.
Libra and Gemini have a lot of similarities that help them understand each other easily. This in turn makes it easier for the couple to find a functional dynamic between them. Libra is attracted to the energy and sharpness of the Gemini, while the latter is enthralled by the kind yet strong personality of the Libra. I'm the strong Libra.
Yeah, and I'm the sharp Gemini.
Yeah! Slay it again. Yeah, so I guess we're compatible.
Yeah.
Which is good to know for future.
Yeah.
I don't really... How much do you believe in star signs?
I do.
Like, are you like, oh my god, that's so me?
No. But sometimes when, like, I meet somebody and then they say their star sign, I'm like, oh yeah, no, that does make sense now.
Did you think that about me? When I said
I don't really know anything about Libras, I'm afraid.
I think Libras are, like, balanced. Because obviously the scales. So it's meant to be, like, you're very balanced and you like stuff being, like, even. And, like, you like, just, like, balancing everything in your life.
Geminis are, like, adaptable. So, like,
I feel that's right.
They, like, adapt to, like, what their surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
They're also known for being two-faced. The Two Faces.
Oh my goodness, I knew that I was having a podcast with two different people.
Yeah, I'm here and I'm here and but I'm not two-faced, girl. Okay?
No. So I once listened to a podcast and they were saying, like, how much would it be like that if somebody read out two different things that was like, this star sign's like this and then this one's like this, which one you would relate to more, or if it is a case of people being like reading out the star sign of you and then you being like, oh, that's so me. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay, I'll explain more. So say it said, once star sign A is balanced and caring, star sign B is adaptable and loving. And
Which
then,
one are you?
like, which one are you? Like, they did this sort of quiz thing.
Yeah.
When they said which one they think they more are, to see if it was like a case
Their
of
one.
people being like, because sometimes people would say, you would say, oh my gosh, your star sign says that you're adaptable.
Oh, and you'd be like,
and
oh
you'd
yeah,
go,
that's
so me.
But it's,
Whereas sometimes it might not be. You might relate more to a different one.
yeah.
And they were saying like how
Oh,
like,
I want to do that quiz.
yeah, we should do it.
Should we do it right now? Should we try and find it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try.
I mean, I could just search like star sign traits, and then I could just read two out to you.
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay.
Okay. Fill the time.
I'm here filling out the time. I'm here filling the time. I'm here. Sorry.
You are filling the time, aren't
I'm
you?
filling the bloody time.
Okay, I'll just start reading the first two that come up.
Okay.
One of them might be yours, one of them might not be yours.
Okay.
You might be able to see it in my glasses, so I'm going to turn my brightness down.
Okay.
So this star sign loves to be number one. Naturally, this sign is no stranger to competition,
Yeah, no, that's
bold
not me
and
already.
ambitious.
No.
Okay. Or this sign is most likely to take a 6-hour bath, followed by a luxurious Swedish massage.
No, that's not me either.
This sign enjoys relaxing, serene environments.
Yeah, no, not me either.
Well, which one out of the two would you
The
more?
first one.
So that was Aries.
Yeah, okay.
So I should have done one that was yours and one that wasn't.
Okay, well, now,
Looking back.
Now
I should have.
Yeah, now do something else.
Oh, the next one on the list was yours.
Oh. Well,
Okay,
now you
no,
need to
right,
switch
right.
them up, switch them up.
Okay.
Oh my god, maybe we should guess. Maybe we should read some traits out and I should guess what I think that one is. Do that.
Okay.
So-
Well, you can say which one you relate to more and which one you think it is.
Okay,
So which ones do you think both are?
okay,
So I might do one that's yours, I might not.
okay.
So, spontaneous, playful,
Sagittarius.
erratic. This is driven by insatiable curiosity.
Oh, is that Sagittarius?
No.
Oh.
Let me read the other one and then you can guess which one's both.
Okay.
Highly intuitive and intuitive
Yeah.
and psychic ability manifest in tangible spaces. Hard shell. Yeah. That's a hard one to read because most of it said like about what the sign was.
I don't know. Was that one Gemini?
No.
I don't know.
So which one do you relate to more?
Um,
like hard shelled and hard exteriored and intuitive, or
No, the other one.
spontaneous, playful. And...
Yeah, that one.
So the spontaneous is Gemini. So you did relate more.
Yeah, I did.
And the
relate
hard
more to
shell was
Gemini.
Cancer. Because it's like a crab shell, so it's like that's the sign.
As personally as a Gemini, me and Cancers,
Do you not get on?
we do. I get along with everyone. Come on.
Come on now.
Come on now. But I'm just going to leave that there.
I literally don't know enough star signs. Like someone can be like, I'm this, and I'd be like, oh great. Like I don't know what Libras don't get on with or what I would class with. Like
Well, why don't you just Google what's the most compatible sign for a Libra? Libra.
yeah.
For Gemini, it's Aquarius.
Oh, one of my signs.
And Sagittarius. Sag. Is yours a Taurus?
Which one?
What? You're most compatible.
Don't know about search it.
Or is that Pisces? I don't really know. I don't know enough.
Well, Libra's a air sign, I think.
No. Yeah, so am I.
So maybe we do. And so is Aries, and then
Aries-
Aquarius is
No,
water.
Aries is an air sign.
You sure?
Yeah.
What's Aries then?
I don't know, but Aquarius is an air sign.
I thought Aquarius was water.
A water sign's
I don't know
Cancer.
anything.
I don't know, maybe I'm lying.
I literally don't know any of them. But I think Libra might be air. I did not search. None of the words are right. I think it's Gemini.
Oh,
I think Gemini is the most compatible with a Libra.
cool. I'm so sorry if anyone's into astrology and they're listening to this like, screaming.
Yeah, they will be.
Internally
Literally,
screaming.
our friend Charlotte will be like, what are you talking about?
Like that's
We
so
should have had her
incorrect.
in.
Yeah, we
She
should.
should do some readings for us.
Oh my god.
That would be a cool episode.
Let's do an episode with Charlotte.
I wonder if
does
she would.
readings.
She might.
Maybe we'll ask her.
Yeah,
Charlotte, if
that
you're
would be-
listening, which I know you bloody are.
Would you do readings
Would you do
for
a
us on the
reading
pod?
for us,
And
please?
also, like, talk more about star signs. Because I think it is an interesting topic.
Yeah,
I just
it
don't know
is.
much about it.
We'll get her on for sure.
Yeah. So should we move on and then we can come back to that at a later date?
Okay.
But obviously, like, I do think South Ends are
Really
interesting.
hurt my knee.
Oh, it's not easy out here.
No, I know. And I
It's
went
hard
to
out here for a
Dan.
bitch.
I'm a boss. I'm a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm sure.
Side note. Have you watched the lip sync between Anitra and Marsha?
I've seen bits of it. To
Oh
bitch. I'm a
my
boss.
goodness.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the song. So Marsha was in a backbend and Anitra had like free willied
Oh,
over.
right. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
it was.
dive roll.
This is
I
on Drag
saw
Race,
that.
by the way. The new
Yeah.
season's 15.
Also,
that was a spoiler if you haven't watched it and you didn't know
if
who
you
was in the
can
bottom.
see me right now, I am manspreading. I'm sorry.
Gosh.
It's because I'm a man.
It's disgusting.
I hurt my knee, and I went to at the beginning of the year.
Don't talk to me about knee injuries.
And I don't really care about it, and I just carry on doing things on it. And I
That's
went
good.
to Dan.
Well, it's not.
I went to Dan.
I love Dan. The physio man.
And he was like, "Yeah, you've done this." It was like a bruised my meniscus in my knee, and he was like, "Don't jump," and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then he was like,
You
"I booked
jumped.
an appointment," and then the week when my appointment was meant to be, I only went and bloody had fucking appendicitis, didn't I?
Oh, elswearing.
I know.
Do you know, I went to my college and they were like, "Oh, is your podcast like PG? Like, is there any swearing in it? Because if not, then we can advertise it." And I was like, I can't confirm that there's no swearing in every episode. Like,
No.
there's maybe one episode where there's no swearing, but we
Yeah.
probably don't talk about PG stuff.
No, we don't.
Because the
definitely don't talk
most
about
recent
PG
episode out when I was talking to her was the one about literally like condoms
Condoms
getting
and
stuck
stuff.
in people.
Vaginas and stuff, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's not really
Yeah,
PG.
no, no, it's not PG at all.
People at college are 18, like, well, no, like 16 plus. I was
You're old
like,
enough.
you don't need like to not know what a swear is. Like, if they're that. Anyway, I won't get into that.
We all know what a bloody condom is, don't we?
We all know what a bloody swear word is.
Exactly.
Bloody.
Bloody.
Bloody swear word. Anyway, carry on about your knee.
Yeah, and then I went and got bloody appendicitis.
Oh, this was then. Right.
Yeah, back all the way.
Back then.
Back in my day.
How many months has it been since then? 2, 3?
Back in November, man.
4 months.
But back in November, lad. Pretty far
I'm
gone.
not a fan of this accent.
Oh.
It's rude.
Yeah, and ever since then I've kind of just been vibing with the hurt knee.
Oh,
Oh
that's
well.
Oh well.
Life
We
goes
all
on.
have things. And sometimes you just got to get your man spread out. Or stop your man spread, I should say. You've got 2 new tattoos since we were last here as well.
Yes, I
Do
have.
you want to explain those?
Nope.
Moving on. So, in this episode we're talking about conspiracy theories.
20 minutes in.
Do we look like Shane Dawson? Maybe.
Does he do a podcast on conspiracy theories?
He used to always talk about conspiracy theories on YouTube.
Maybe.
That's like why he's famous, I'm pretty sure.
Conspiracy theory, we are reincarnated Shane Dawson.
I don't think he's dead,
That's
so it would be difficult.
That's not a conspiracy theory, that's a rumour.
I'm tired of rumors starting.
I love...
What were you gonna say?
No, I don't know. Let's go.
Okay, so the first one that comes up on Teen... Well, it's not the first one.
Teen
but
Vogue.
the first one.
These aren't ones that we've made up. These are ones that are on Teen Vogue.
We have already said that.
Okay.
But if you weren't listening, then there's a recap. So this isn't the first on the list, but some of them we just didn't want to talk about. So the first one, the moon landing was faked.
Okay, carry on.
It's a bit lengthy. In 1969, astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to land on the surface of the moon. Or did they? Just kidding. They absolutely did.
Oh.
But maybe this isn't conspiracy theories and they're going to trick us every time. But by the 1970s, 30% of Americans believed the moon landing had been faked. Alternative histories soon materialised in the case of the fake moon landing. William Casing apparently started writing the book We Never Went to the Moon, America's $30 billion Swindle, as satire, but he ended up fully believing the conspiracy. Do you think he just drove himself insane by writing this book?
Probably. So what? They believed that it was just a fake?
Yeah,
What were the reasons for it being fake?
The primary idea in the book was that the footage of astronauts taking their first steps on the moon's surface, which hundreds of millions of people watched live on TV, was actually shot at Nevada's Area 51, another hotbed for conspiracy theorists that we'll get onto later.
Oh, we'll get onto that later then, I guess.
As recently as 2019, a small survey showed that 10% of Americans still believe that the moon landing was a hoax.
Yeah. Yeah, so people actually believe that it wasn't real.
Yeah, but why would you believe it? Like, well,
I
no,
guess.
why would you believe like it didn't happen? I guess because why would they fake it?
Yeah,
What's
one,
the
why would they,
point?
yeah, why would they fake it? And two, like that is actually like satellites and stuff up in space.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how we've done that?
Yeah, like another human being.
This-
in space.
This baffles me, right? How the world was created, it's like nature and animals, and evolution happened, and we have just ruined it.
It does always make
We
me
have
like
ruined it.
everything's just so weird to me. Like time's made up.
We were an animal. Like humans were monkeys.
Like monkeys don't have a concept of time.
No, we
it's
made
so weird.
everything up. Time, money,
Everything's
like,
made up. Yeah, money is the one that. Because like when they're
We
like
talk
we're running
about
out of
this
money, I'm
last-
like, why? Where is
Yeah.
it? Where is the money going? Because we've made it up.
Yeah.
Print more.
Yeah, get more money.
Why is
then.
the value of money going down? How is it going down?
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense because it's made up.
it
Like
is
just
made
make up that we're rich.
Yeah, like print more money then.
Like I'm just gonna change my mindset and now I'm rich. Is
Yeah,
that how it works? Maybe.
maybe.
I'm
Like, it's
confused.
weird.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, and like all these buildings and stuff, people have made these. We have signals in freaking space.
Yeah, it's like when you go in a building and like this was in the 1500s and I'm like, how was this built in the 1500s? The world didn't begin when I was born.
It's like the Empire State Building. They
Yeah.
built that like, and they had
Have you watched the
no
episode
support.
of Doctor Who when they
No.
there's an episode of Doctor Who when they're like building it, but then
And they
Oh,
literally
it's
just like sat on the building, just
yeah, they were like
hope,
up there
prayed
like
they
so
didn't,
high.
prayed they didn't
Like holding
fall.
on. Yeah. No, it's wild. Like I'm going to the drag show at New Union tonight. That building opened in 1865, something like that.
Did it though, or is that a
Well,
lie?
there's pictures because there's photographs from them.
Mm.
But then again, how do you know now? Because it's like technology's come so far. How do you know that a photo's not just like fake? Do you know what I mean?
Photos as well are just pixels, little tiny.
Like the first camera, there's a picture of it. That's something's
Make
not
it
adding
make
up for me.
sense. Yeah,
Like what was the second camera taking a picture of the first camera?
probably.
True. Once built one, I suppose they could have built another. That makes more sense. Than,
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, no.
What, did the camera take a photo of itself?
The camera jumped out, it's all taking a picture, took a selfie.
But like all these things that we have, like people invented them like years ago, or like we had light. What did it? When the guy who like invented light or whatever it was, like, was it just pitch black and before then? And
Well,
then
there was
like,
candles.
mm-hmm.
And like in the street lamps, they'd have
And, like,
smoke burning, like
gravity.
oil, I guess.
like people didn't know what gravity was.
Yeah, it's so
Weird.
weird. Like, imagine being like, I can't imagine inventing something like new,
No,
something new that no one's ever thought of or created
ever, yeah.
Like, even the most simple stuff that I just can't imagine life without. It's cordial. Like, imagine not having squash,
Or a mug.
or a mug, or a table, or a chair. Like, there was a time where there was no chairs and people just sat on the floor.
Yeah.
It's so anyway, the moon landing.
It's so anyway.
I just thought I could talk about that all day.
Yeah, the world's
I'll
a
not
weird,
really even talk
weird
about it and
place.
just keep going, oh, it's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I think the time and the money, they're the two that really throw me off.
Time is
Like,
fucking
the
strange.
calendar,
Well, no,
time, and money.
time is like sort of because it goes off like the sun and the moon, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's still like the numbers are made up. Like, who decided it would just go to 12?
Yeah. Also, like
Oh, I guess
you know
24.
the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
The alphabet could be put in any order,
Mm-hmm.
and it would still be the alphabet. It doesn't matter what order they're in. It's just because we've learned it in that order.
Yeah.
Whereas numbers, it matters because they've got a quantity
Linear.
to it.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
2
so
is more
true.
than 1, but B isn't more than A. So you could
Unless you're in algebra.
no.
I don't do math.
But like the letters hold no like quantity to them, so they
Yeah.
could just be in any order and it wouldn't matter. But we've all just learnt it in that random
Yeah,
order.
and who said, so when it gets to 12 o'clock, then it's going to go to 13, but you can still go back to 1 if you want.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
24 or 12 hour.
Yeah, like, who decided those two options?
Yeah,
Or was it the same person? It was two different people.
exactly.
And then was the first person like, don't
yeah.
change my clock.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's food for thought.
get those nuts away from my face.
Okay, Latrice. You can read this one.
Okay, next one.
I don't really like reading.
Princess Diana's death was no accident. When Princess Diana, a beautiful young royal outsider known as the People's Princess...
This feels like it's got a bit of bias behind it. That it's like, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, young.
was killed in a car crash in Paris in 1997. 1 year after her divorce from Prince Charles, conspiracies immediately abounded.
Mm-hmm.
The specifics vary, but the crux of most of Diana-related theories is this: the car accident that killed her was not an accident. At the time of her death, she was dating Dodi Fade. If I'm saying that right. An Egyptian film producer who died in the limo alongside her.
Oh,
So you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Who was supposedly planning to propose to Diana the night of the accident.
I also didn't know that.
No, I don't know that either. In a court witness statement, Dodi's father, Mohammed Al Fade, that's how you say Fade, said they were killed because the monarchy couldn't stand the thought of Diana and Prince Charles's sons having a stepfather who is Egyptian and Muslim. Oh, Dodi's father also claimed Diana was pregnant at the time of the crash.
Oh. Yeah, but surely they would have known that.
Oh, though the coroner who examined Diana said she was not.
Oh, there we go. So that's one of them rumours
I
already.
did that.
Yeah. So do you have an opinion on this? Do you have an opinion on like whether you think it was faked or not? Like whether you think it was an accident or whether you think it was
No, I
real?
don't think about it that often.
I think it's been, obviously I've heard the idea of it being like not an accident multiple times, so I've never thought too deeply about it, but it does seem like a lot of coincidence. That,
yeah, for
she
sure.
died the year after and she just started seeing someone new and he was planning to propose. Like it all seems a bit like too much of a coincidence for something not to have meddled.
It makes sense for like a really wealthy white English family.
Yeah.
To like.
Well, because there was obviously the Meghan scandal, like.
Exactly.
So like it makes sense that even because that was a couple of years ago. Like imagine like over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
How the ideas were even like. Obviously the monarchy's like whitewashed anyway, so like it's like hard for them to be like to I don't know, 'cause they're not diverse whatsoever. Interesting.
Very nice. I didn't know that he was.
No, I didn't know that he was there. I didn't know she was seeing someone new.
I've heard people in the past say, oh yeah, it was.
But the thing is,
Big Girl of the Dead. It was the Queen and stuff like this.
R.I.P. Lizzie. The thing is, it could have not even been to do with her. Like, it could have just been like the driver was like, I don't like Diana.
Yeah.
And he could have caused it. Or it could have been someone else on the road who was like, I know that's
I read stuff about this. Something like fishy was happening.
Alright.
Something to do with like the truck that like I don't really know. Maybe I should stop talking because I don't know the facts.
It is all a bit weird. And I do. But I think it's a touchy one because obviously she was loved by so many, and it's like I'd rather like whether it is a conspiracy theory or not, you've got to be like mindful that she's still dead.
Yeah.
Like that killed someone.
And she did good.
Yeah, no, she was like a real like charity woman, charity based.
Should we do one more?
Yeah. Should we have a little?
Yeah,
have a little.
You go.
But I might not know what's good, and you might.
No, it's okay. You can just choose one.
Don't know who that is. Oh god, this is a big one.
Oh.
The Earth is actually flat.
It's not.
No, it's not. I'm not even reading it because it's not.
No, let's move on from that one. Sorry.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah. Here's one. COVID-19 was population control.
Ooh.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I just think it. I don't know because I'm not a scientist, and it was weird, man. It was weird. I'm not.
God, could have fooled me.
It was a weird time in all of our lives. Like, it's crazy.
One of the best times of my life, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was a weird one because it was like you're stuck inside and you can't do anything, but it was such good like quality time with your family. For those who have families, I'm not being like insensitive, but like for me personally, and the weather was so nice. Yeah, it was alright, I guess, but like at the same. I mean, I'd say best time wasn't the best time.
No, but like it's weird how like in the future we're gonna be telling people like the government told us when we could leave our houses.
Even now it sounds weird.
When
like, I just remember the feeling of sitting down like every night and being like, what are the new graphs saying?
Yeah, what are the new...
And what are they saying? Like, can I go and see my friend yet? Can we even sit in the garden with someone?
Yeah.
Can I go on a walk with... Like, the day they said you can go on a walk with your friend, I literally can't explain like how excited I was.
It's ludicrous.
Ooh.
I know.
She read the dictionary this morning.
Yes, she did.
Have you seen that TikTok where he does like, when your friend learns a new word but not the meaning?
No.
And he just puts random words in random contexts.
Oh, really?
He's like, I smell preposterous. Well, not even like that, because that kind of makes sense. But like, anyway. Yeah, COVID-19.
Weird.
But I don't think it was population control. I think it was just something terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I have an issue with it because I feel like people use it as an excuse now. Because obviously you can go to work with it, and it's just sort of like a thing now that you just have to get, like, it's like having a cold.
Yeah.
But people who are like, oh, I can't leave the house because I've got COVID. I'm like, that's not the rule anymore.
No.
Like, obviously maybe if you are poorly from it, stay at home. But like,
yeah. And
it's
people
just
do
like-
have like long COVID. Like it has really affected
Yeah.
some people. Like obviously people don't even know like still what really it is.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Really weird.
And it is strange how quickly they came up with a vaccine.
Yeah,
But-
the pressure was kind of on though, so probably that's all
Yeah.
anyone ever did.
But I mean, like, the pressure was on because it was the world, but like the world's had like stuff like
Also, it's the conspiracy
cancer
theory that
and all this kind of thing for so long. Like, how is it so quick for this new disease? Obviously, it's probably not as hard as to like beat as cancer, so like it's probably not as hard to find a vaccine. But
yeah.
it's just strange how quickly they were like, oh,
Well, it's because it's
2
a
months
virus.
in.
It's 'cause it's
Yeah, I
just
guess
a
it's a virus, not a disease. So.
Like you get you can get a vaccine for like.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, people think that like the vaccine was like tracking us. Do you remember that?
Yeah, like some people I know that still don't have it.
Because they think it's gonna track
Well,
us.
just because they're like, I don't want it.
Fair enough if you don't want it. Like you.
But then I'm like, just get it. Like at the time when it was like, you can't do this because if you haven't had the vaccine.
Yeah, you
just
can't
get it.
travel if you're not a vaccine.
Or you can't go in a club or something, or a pub.
Yeah, you have to show
They
your
were like, you have to have
vaccination
your
record.
card. Yeah, that was a weird time.
Oh, you have to show that you've been vaccinated.
I remember that was still a thing when we came to uni.
Yeah.
Because I remember showing it at like BCD and stuff.
Yeah.
Weird. And then if you didn't have it, they were like, oh no. Or like
Weird.
your NHS app.
Almost as if like you're being kicked out of Bunny Jackson's.
Well, sometimes it's not easy.
No, we didn't have an NHS app in Wales.
Yeah, I remember you saying this when it was a
Like, there's
thing.
no NHS app for Wales.
Yeah, it's weird, but Wales is weird because there's a lot of weird stuff about Wales. Weird stuff about Wales.
What's
Well, like-
weird about Wales?
Well, stuff like you get weird loans and stuff, don't you, for uni?
Good loans.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's weird. Like, why? Just because you live like 2 miles
Also in
extra?
Wales, we don't have to pay for our prescriptions.
Well, there we go. That's what
It's
I'm talking
good.
about. I said
Because
there's weird
we-
stuff, and you went, what weird stuff?
It's not weird, it's good.
Yeah, well, not weird. It's good.
The Welsh government is so much better than the English government.
Well, there's a different government.
Ultimately, like, Boris is like the Great British.
He's not. Boris isn't there anymore.
You know what I mean?
I
But
guess.
it's like Scotland have their own government and Wales have
Yeah,
their
well,
own
I get.
government.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't know Wales did. I knew Scotland did.
Well,
Because
yeah.
obviously Nicola
What's-
Sturgeon and whatnot.
Yeah, what's the difference between Wales and Scotland?
I don't know. Wales is smaller and like, I don't know. There's just sheep there, isn't there? Stereotypes. I just want to do this last one.
Okay.
Area 51 is home to lots of aliens and government secrets. Do you believe that? Do you believe
I
aliens in there? Do you believe it's like Stranger Things up in there?
Maybe not in Area 51, but I definitely believe in aliens. We
Oh, I
can't,
believe
we
in
can't be
aliens.
the only thing.
Yeah, it's just not like there's a universe and everyone believes that
And
just
galaxies and like
yeah, that just Earth's the only one
just
with
Earth and humans
No.
is it
that's
the only
like,
living thing?
the thing
No.
is, humans aren't even the only living thing on Earth.
No.
Like aliens could just look like monkeys. Oh,
Yeah.
well, not monkeys because we are monkeys. Could
Fish.
just look like fish or like just look like a bird, and we're just
Yeah.
like counting them out completely, and we're thinking they look like green men.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, we think they look like green men.
Like-
yeah, we think alien are green men.
like that's literally the image that I got when it said that Area 51's full of aliens. I was thinking that green man waddling around. Like they could look, ow, just fully like crooked man. Yeah, I believe in aliens. I also
I
think
believe in
ghosts,
aliens. I don't believe in ghosts, I believe in spirits.
vodka, gin.
No, I believe definitely that like someone's like energy is left.
Do you think it's like when they've got unfinished business, like in Casper?
No.
Do you just think?
I
they're
just
there?
think, like-
always everyone gets a spirit.
I think if the human body has so much energy, like so much energy,
Yeah.
it can't just go.
I don't
Where
know
does
if
the
I
energy
do
go?
kind of believe if it's unfinished business. 'Cause I feel like some people probably do just go. Like if people have like lived their life and it was their time and they've done what
Yeah.
they wanted to do, I feel like then they probably will rest
Yeah.
because it's their time to rest. But I do
Yeah.
finish. I
I think
kind of
the
like the
energy
idea.
stays though. Where does the energy go to?
True,
It
I think
stays.
death's such a weird thing now.
It stays. Surely it stays. Surely that energy is still.
But maybe
here.
that energy just lives on in you.
Maybe.
Maybe you get their energy.
Maybe.
It's a weird one, isn't it? What do you think like happens when you die?
I don't know. Nobody ever knows.
Well, that's what I mean, but we're just talking about conspiracy theories, so I thought you might want to conspiracize what happens when you die.
I don't know, I just think... no, maybe we should go into this because people get weird about dying. So let's
I guess so.
Let's get past this.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess that's it.
Well, that's it then. Oh, I mean, we have been talking for 40 minutes, so I guess that's enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's enough, you all. Don't try too much from us.
Oh, also, I think we don't know yet, it's not confirmed, might not be a weekly episode thing.
Yeah, we're either going to be changing the day to more of like a Saturday, or like it might just be not set to a Friday.
Yeah, it might just be like any time in the week.
Like it'll either be a different day of the week sometimes, or it'll be every fortnight.
Yeah.
Just because of how busy our schedules have become.
Yeah, especially with like uni and work and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
uni
it's
work
hard
and then
to...
like other things that have just like taken a hold.
An actual like social life, like it's...
Yeah, so like it's not like we're like fading out the podcast because we've literally just started, but it's just like the schedule might change a bit.
Yeah, I think it's just we literally are like getting the grasp of it still.
Yeah, and it'll change all the time because when we go into... Because our uni's always built in different sections of terms, so like in a couple of weeks we change the timetable again, so it might again change when we film the podcast.
Yeah.
And then change when we can release it, and then again, Elle's going away for summer, so then we won't be filming. I don't think over summer, so there's gonna be a big break there. And then when we get back, the timetable will change again. So it's just gonna be sort of like fitting it in, and you just have to bear with us a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're not going anywhere. We'll still be filming. We'll still be releasing content.
Yeah.
And even if it's not just the podcast, we will be still trying to film, like, even if it's like we've got some ideas about what we want to do, like
so I
outside
keep
of just
out.
I know you do.
Oh.
You need some
I do need some coffee to kill.
We've got some ideas about wanting to do some stuff out of this studio space, like out on the street or at uni, like little interview kind of things. So we've got some ideas and stuff in the works. So just keep your eyes peeled.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't forget to
like, follow, subscribe,
share,
rate us 5 stars, share.
And we'll see you when we see you.
We'll see you when we see you. Hopefully it'll be next week. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it will be.
But don't come for me. Check your lipstick before you come for me.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
Ciao.
Nice seeing ya. Bye.